boys and girls. Writing and reading go together. If you're learning to read, you're learning to write. And if you know how to read, you're going to know how to write. The same thing is true with if you're learning to write, it's going to help you to read. So today we're going to do a little bit of both. You are going to need a sheet of paper. I believe there's some in your learning kits that we haven't used yet. A pencil. Just a pencil. No markers, no crayons, nothing else. Just a sheet of paper and a pencil. And your cards. I've taken my loop off because what we're going to do is we're going to take out the cards that Miss Rudd says to. Here's the challenge. Don't go to Mom and Dad and say, Mom and Dad, Miss Rudd said to get these words for me. Part of this lesson is for you to be word detectives and use what you know to find the words we need. Ready? Now, if you need to stop the video so you can keep looking, that's okay. But I'm going to give you some tips along the way, and you very well may need to stop it. Okay? The first word we're going to find is the word I. One letter. Can you imagine it? The letter I. Let's see. I. We found it. Go ahead and find yours. I'm going to stick mine on the board over here and I'll show you after. You can just put yours down. I. Now we're going to look for the word A. Does that sound like just one letter? It is. What letter? A. Let me see. Oh, there's an A, but it's got something with it. That's at. A, we found it. If you need to stop the video and find yours, go ahead and come back when you're ready. Here's my A. I'm going to put that up there too. Now we're going to look for the word C. Remember what Stretchy taught us? C. If we stretch the word, we can hear the sounds. S, E, S, E, S. It's going to start with an S, and then we hear E at the end. So let's look for, there's an S, but do I see E? No. C, no. Looking for S. See, I'm going through them all. Now, parents, if your child is having trouble, C. If they're having trouble, say, why don't you just take out the purple words or whatever words it is and let them narrow it that way. But that's the word C. We found it. So it's a purple word. If you haven't found it yet, turn off the video. C. Now, we're going to keep going. And we're looking for the word can. Let's be a stretcher. Can. Let's do the sounds. Can. 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 It's got k and k. This time it's a C. I'll give you that clue. K, that's A. K and n. We know it. K and n. C-A-N. Let's keep going. Ready? K. No. Can. No. K. It's got an A, but no K. K and oh dear. Oh, I gotta go back to the beginning again. I know it's here. It's one of our sight words. No. Don't give up. See, I didn't give up. I'm gonna find it. And I don't see the K. And can. I got it. It's a purple word. See if you can find can too. Those are the words we need. Here, I'll show you. We need I, A, can, and C. Now, if you haven't found it and you want to leave this picture up, freeze there and find your 4 words. Turn it back on when you're ready. Okay, now we're going to move on. I have my 4 words, And I have to put them in order, okay? So you would spread them out on your table. This is what I want us to do today. What's that word? I. Then we're going to find can. See how I've left a space. Now if I read that, it says, I can see. I'm going to push it over just a little. I have to remember my spaces, but I can see A. Read it with me. You point to yours. I can see a what? You're going to get to think of that word. So here's my paper. And I am going to use my marker. You know what? I'm going to turn it this way. Long way. I don't know if you can see that. See how it's long? I'm going to use my gray marker so it's kind of like a pencil. And I'm going to write it at the bottom, best I can. The first letter has to be a capital I. Then I leave space. And I'm going to write, what's this word? Can. K. And then A all the way up and pull down. K and N. Pull down, trace up and around. I can, and I'm leaving a space, see. S. And then flies under the line and sits on that one. And another E. I can see A. I need to leave space. Back around, sits on the grass, up and trace down. A. Now there's going to be a space here. I get to decide what I can see. I can see. Well, this is where we're going to get out our crayons. Okay? Because I'm going to draw a picture of the thing I can see. I can see a, let's see, thinking, sometimes I like to draw, I can see a, oops. Now it can be something you really can see, or it can be something you imagine. I am drawing a window, because from where I am, I see a window. And my window has some red curtains on it. That's a detail. We've talked about how important details are. And it's important when we draw to try to use at least 3 colors. So I'm making my wavy curtains, and I'm coloring them red. And my curtains even have what they call a valance on the top. So I'm drawing that part in too. Now I've only used 2 colors, haven't I? So you know what I'm going to do? This morning this was true. Outside of my window, I have a bird feeder, and I saw some birds. So I can't write I can see some birds, but I can write I can see a bird. Now this is where it's tricky. Don't say, hey Mom, I want to know how to spell bird. Or Dad, what letter do I write? Say, I am going to think about stretchy and say my word bird. Or I'm going to think about try and lion. Here is he. Oh, here he is. And I'm going to try. Here we go. Bird. What do you hear? B. The first sound. B-er-d. Bird. I can see a. I have to leave space. B. I'm going to make a lowercase b. Start at the top and pull down. Trace up and around. I can see a bird. I could stop there. If all I heard was I could see a bird, and I knew it was B, but when I tap it, I hear more sounds. B-er. What says er? That's an R. B-er-d. That's a D. Lowercase t. Now that's kid writing. Moms and dads would tell you more letters to put, but that's not what we're doing today. We're writing what we hear. I can see a bird. Now, I don't want you to do bird. This is for you. You're going to do I can see a, and then you can do anything you want with your beautiful picture. I forgot one thing, didn't I? I need to put some punctuation at the end, and it's going to be a little period. That's my work today. And I practice reading it by touching it. I can see a bird. You know what? I could do it different too. I could say, I can see a tree. I could have put that there. I can see a sandwich because I'm getting hungry now. You can do whatever you want, but you're going to use those 4 sight words. Boy, you did a lot. You had to find them. You had to line them up. You had to write them, and then you had to sound out the last word. Now, if you have only 1 letter there, if that's all you can hear, that's okay. If you say, wait a minute, I hear 2 sounds, write them. If you hear 81 sounds, write them. Write what you hear. I'm so proud of you every day, and I can't wait to see what you do. And you know what? I'm going to keep a list this time. And on tomorrow's video, not video, maybe tomorrow at morning meeting, I'll tell everybody what you wrote. Can't wait to see. Have a great day, boys and girls.